Okay, can you introduce me to this program?
Yes, this program is the Tech Challenge, and this year's challenge is to build a device that can cross multiple ravines that have an icy surface. And your time is 4 minutes to set up and to actually use your device to cross it.
Isaac, can you provide more detail for the challenge? What is the challenge?
So the scenario is to help explorers cross ravines, right? So the first two tables are 30 inches high, and then the last ravine as a table is 38 inches high.
And how wide is the ravine?
So the ravine, the first one is 16 inches wide, and the second one is 20 inches wide. But if you're like a older grade, it's 20 inches for the first ravine.
Okay, so what are the rules and what kind of device can you build? What kind of rules during your competition?
So your device can't be airborne. It means that like somewhat it has to touch the ravine or table, also known as the table, and both of your device has to touch both of the tables.
And airborne means like it can't be a drone or a helicopter.
It has to touch the table in some way.
So how do you control the device?
Yeah, so
It could be remote controlled or programmed.
So it can be like a robot, which is programmed, or it can be an RC device, which you use a remote control to control it. So that means the remote doesn't have to touch the ravines. It can be controlled like from your teammates.
Okay, and then each team only can have one device?
Yeah, one device. No, you can have multiple devices, but when you like go to the competition, you only can use one device.
And you can have another one for a backup support if your first one fails. But
No, you only can test once.
But you have 4 minutes to do whatever you want.
So how would I know that device is your team's device?
You have to mark it with your number.
Okay, and
And
then
it has to be right.
and then is there any safety concern that you have to?
There's a blue section and a green section. Or it's the opposite. I kind of forgot. Once your robot goes to the second table, you always start off with the blue area, then you move on to the green area once it reaches the second to the third area.
And when you're setting it up, such like pressing a button to activate or
You
something,
have to stand on the blue
you
area.
can't. Yeah, you can't stand in front of it. You have to step on the side, because
Okay.
the judges might think you're cheating, because they have to be sure about what you're doing.
Okay, I'm not very clear on the rules. So can your device zip through two ravines, or they have to stay, or the device need to stay on a table for a certain time?
Yes, it has to stay for a certain time.
For how long?
For like a few moments, like seconds.
3 seconds or
or
something.
2 seconds.
And when it stops, it should have all of its parts on one table. So it doesn't mean when you're
Like it can't drop anything. It
when
can't
you're-
leave anything behind.
So that means when you're on a table, you can't have your bridge still lying there. You have to have it attached to you.
So that means what is the success criteria?
To cross all the ravines.
Okay.
And to be able to cross all the your bridge and your robot all has to be on the last table to get more points.
Yeah,
To get
and
more points.
to get even more points, you can make you
yeah,
can go a round
If
trip.
you don't use a kit, you can get more.
Can
you can
the-
do a round trip, like going up the ravine and going down the ravine.
No.
So when you finish on the last table, can part of your device outside of the table, or entire device need to be inside the table?
It has to be inside. If it's outside, it's disqualified or you lose points.
No, you're just
Okay.
immediately disqualified.
Okay. When your device crossed the first ravine, can you go touch the device and have you go to the third ravine?
No,
Yes, you can,
No,
but you lose points.
Yeah.
Very good. Can you tell me more about the safety?
So the safety is basically just staying on the sides, and you
And
have
safety
to.
goggles. And you had to use safety goggles at all times.
And then how would everyone in your team knows that it is safe?
The judges will ask the safety officer, is everything clear? And then we all say that we're clear, and then you can go.
So the safety officer would ask everyone first, and then it'd be better if you just remember by yourself, not having the judges ask you. But it's just more
Better.
efficient. Yeah.
Can I use fire or explosive device?
No, that's immediately disqualified.
And that if you use it, it kind of counts as airborne.
Yeah. So, like,
So
catapults.
when you enter the competition, what should you wear? What should you not wear?
You shouldn't wear like
You should wear your uniform. Like usually there's team T-shirts.
or like costumes, and if you have special like presentations or videos, you can also have that too. But it shouldn't last more than 2 minutes.
And you have to bring your own device and stuff.
Okay, great. Now let's talk about your role in the team. Irene, what is your role?
So my role is a prototype master, and I think I'm fit for this job because I'm usually the one who helps the team make the prototypes so that we can observe the results and improve.
And I'm like the person who kind of like finds the ideas and builds of what people say and what I think, because I found an idea that the team tried, but then it didn't really work out that well.
Okay, so do you have a team name?
Yeah, it's Flying Fire Dog. Oh, Fire Ninjas. It's Fire Ninjas.
Okay, so who else are in your Fire Ninja team?
So there's 5 people, and there's 3 more people, so that's Carolia, Devin, and Brandon.
But if you
So-
include the advisor and the mascot, it's Iris is the mascot and Miss Franken is the advisor.
So Carolia is the team leader, and she's also a programmer.
So
So-
as Brandon, because
So is Brandon.
they have Mindstorm, so they would know more about it.
And Devin, since he's the newest member, we would give him the safety officer job. So he's the safety
And he likes
officer,
to make bridges.
and he's the bridge builder.
Okay, so now there's a team, and how do you meet, and where do you meet, and how often do you meet?
Oh, we meet at each other's houses, and we meet if we don't complete something that we think we should complete, like in the week, we'd meet like almost every single day. Also, it would be other days, and then we would meet like twice or once a week if everything is complete or something, or we're on track.
So it depends on the process we're making.
Okay, so how early did you start this project?
November.
Around November,
Because it was the first week when we heard about the Textron, so we
And
wanted
we
to like,
started early.
yeah, we wanted to start early, so we wouldn't like miss anything.
So then, how from November till now, how many ideas do you have? Do you remember?
We have a lot.
6 ideas.
We
Yeah,
have,
I think
we- yeah, we have
all
a-
5 ideas are Mindstorm, and then the 6th idea is RC car.
Yeah, and we actually had a lot more, but we didn't have time to test all of them. So we tested 3 main ones, and all 3 of the ideas are using Mindstorm, and so that all 3 of them are not our current idea. So our current idea is to use a RC car and a big wheel that's oval shaped, so that we would put the RC car inside so it could push the wheel and roll across the ravines.
Why is it oval, not circle, not
Because
round?
if it's round, it would be too big and it would be disqualified from the race. And plus, a circle shape, it's gonna be too tall, and the circle shape, it wouldn't.
It just fall through.
It's kind of like this shape, so it would. There's no place to have potential energy to charge it and then go up. So oval shape would be better.
And the circle shape would also just fall through the ravine.
So I think you have to make a lot of experiment at home, right?
Yeah.
Describe how you test at home.
We made like small platforms using like homemade
Furniture.
objects, like board games, really big books, also like dictionaries and cardboard.
Okay, and you have so many ideas. How do you track? And you start so early. How do you track all the ideas?
We put it in our engineering journal, so every
And
we would take photos and put the dimensions inside.
And
And
notes.
every day we would take notes of what we're going to do that day.
Okay.
And who's
So
here?
so let me ask Irene first. Irene, what do you think the most difficult part of this project?
So it was the building because we can't really cut precisely. So if you want to make them really perfect, which is kind of hard for us to do, so that it's kind of hard if we were putting two things together that have different shapes, then it wouldn't match. So that's kind of the hard part, to make both of the pieces match together so we could put them together.
I think the hardest part is to pick up the bridge, because